Hi, good morning, Chloe. Chloe, so great to have you with us. It's your first time on the Weekend Morning Show. How do you like it so far?
I am loving it.
Yay!
And I told you this earlier. I watch you guys on my way to work, so it's already like I've been hanging out with you guys every weekend. Now it's just in person. So yes, I bring the good news today, and that is that those warm temperatures that we love here in Southern California, they're going to be back this week, okay? So if you didn't like the rain, those cold temperatures like we're kind of seeing today, don't worry, 80s are going to be back. Take a look at this. This is the warm up for Riverside, 67 for the high today. But then yes, 82 by Thursday. So you can set those rain jackets aside, get back on those tank tops and sunglasses and get ready for the beach because it's going to be a beautiful week for us. Speaking of those current temperatures, though, it is a little bit of a chilly start for us. So let's take a look at those temperatures across the region at this hour. 40 degrees there at the coast in Huntington Beach. I'm getting cold just looking at some of these numbers. 42 there in Whittier, 42 as we continue north in Long Beach. For places like Woodland Hills, take a look at that number. 38 degrees at this hour. So if you were looking to head outside for places like Woodland Hills, yeah, you need that jacket with you. It is definitely a chilly start for us. But that ridge that is starting to go over the west coast, it's going to start to warm us up today. So those 60s will be in the forecast. Here's a look at our highs for our Saturday today. We are 67 there in Pasadena, 68 in downtown Los Angeles. And yes, temperatures are slightly below average, but we're looking at 70s there in Fullerton and Chino. We'll start to warm up as we get into this week. So we'll take the sunshine and the clear conditions that we are seeing today. Let's bring up kind of our forecast looking into today. We have our running forecast. If you're heading out, again, like I said this morning, you're going to need the jacket with you. It's going to be 39 degrees in the valleys at the 7 o'clock hour. Very chilly. By 10 o'clock, it's still going to be sunny, 55 degrees. By the afternoon, we'll be in the mid 60s. And then if you see that sunshine, you're like, I am heading to the beach here in Huntington, 44 degrees at the 7 o'clock hour. If you're heading out into the ocean, you need the wetsuit, 58 degrees by the 10 o'clock hour. It is going to be 60s and sunny by the afternoon. For downtown Los Angeles, your next 12 hours, 53 degrees at the 9 o'clock hour will be 70s. Checking into the 70s by the afternoon, 60s as that sun sets. So why are we getting these warm conditions? Let me break down what's happening. That storm track that is usually well to the north of us that brought those series of storms this week. Yeah, it's going to be pushed back to north. What we have here is this ridge of high pressure that'll start to build over the west coast, and it's going to kind of park itself there, hang out for this week. And I have no complaints over here with that. So we are going to be staying dry. We are seeing this storm passing to the north of us as we get into this week. So to go to over northern California, we might get a little bit of that onshore flow back, a little bit of that cloud cover, but no rain right now in that forecast. There's a look at your next 7 days for the LA and OC metro area. 68 degrees today. We're going to be in the 70s as we get into this week for LA and OC metro area, peaking in temperatures as we get into our Thursday, 78 degrees. For those of you in the valley, 67 today, warm up to the high 70s Monday. Looking to be in the 80s by Thursday. We love to see those numbers. And then for those of you in the IE, sunny skies today, 60s. Temperatures rebound quickly. We are mid 70s by Sunday, 80s Monday and Tuesday, 80s also on Thursday. So some very warm temperatures for us this week. And then for our deserts, you'll get to the 70s as well by Tuesday, 60s for our mountains as we get into the middle of the week, and we are going to be 70s as we look to the beaches. Well-deserved sunshine after all that rain. Rachel, Amanda, we'll send it back to you.
Chloe, thank you.